Hi, everybody. All right, so there's been a big move in Africa. It's actually coming from magafrica.com, and I hardly ever get any good stories coming out of Africa. That isn't, unfortunately, Boko Haram and all that sort of thing. So this is a good one out of Liberia. And Liberia, oddly enough, is outsourcing supposedly its entire education system to a private U.S. company. And whether it's good, whether it's bad, well, it's never good when you gotta outsource everything, but it could possibly be the largest and most ambitious privatization attempt by Africa's recent history. Pupils at Bridge International Academy in East Africa, Liberia, is hoping to repair its education system through a public-private partnership with a private educational innovation company. Supposedly this started in January. Liberia's Minister of Education made a far-reaching announcement, which nevertheless has largely flown under the radar until now, when a top UN official has come out strongly in opposition to this, and this is good. I'm happy for this. Liberian Education Minister George Werner announced that the entire primary and primary education system would be outsourced to Bridge International Academies to manage. The deal will see the government of Liberia pay $65 million over a 5-year period. Public funding for education will support services subcontracted by private for-profit U.S.-based company. So the curriculum materials basically will start to be designed April to September of 2017, while Phase 2 will have the company roll out mass implementation over a 5-year period, with government exit possible each year, dependent on the provided performance from September 2017 onwards, the report from Liberian Front Page News said. So this is actually quite good, and I have this set up from All Africa. So this is going to be good. Here's the one from All Africa. And here's the one from MAG Africa, or MAG Africa. So I'm very happy that the UN has kind of been strongly in opposition to this, and that the Liberian Education Minister George Werner has actually stepped up and kind of helped out with this as well. So it isn't just over the top with no oversight, and I'm very happy with this. Because with Liberia, the last couple of decades for them have been tragic, with all their kid soldiers and stuff fighting in the civil war that was tossed over from Sierra Leone and everything else. These guys need a break, and I understand why they're running to a private U.S. firm, but hopefully with the UN now involved, it'll work itself out and everybody will benefit from it. So the All Africa page actually has a lot on this. It said the Sirleaf-led government has only 2 years in power, but a sector already described a mess by the president expected to manage a private institution with poor record in East Africa. And basically goes into the government of Liberia paying over $65 million over a 5-year period. It talks of Monrovia. Liberia's education sector is one of the publicly criticized, with President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf describing it as messy in one of her many public speeches. Goes on, talk about Mr. George K. Werner, which we just mentioned. But the minister, who has been serving this position for less than a year, instead of helping to fix, has turned to outsourcing reform in the sector to a private institution with negotiations ongoing for private entity to manage the primary and early childhood education for a period of 5 years. I'll show it, hang on. That part right here. So, good and bad all at the same time, folks. Good and bad all at the same time. So it's unfortunate, folks, but this is kind of what happens. I'm for this, and I'm against it also. I think there are plenty of good opportunities in Liberia, probably Liberia, along with many, many others that could have been brought in locally, at least. Locally as in Africa, to help out.